So I just ran the intro and outro of the last video through ChatGPT in my Great Path engine. Great Path Weaver engine. Whatever we're calling it. The Weave. Ugh. I like the Weaver. Anyway, let's listen to what it said about my intro and outro. We listened to... This is just the conversation thread going here. Keeping the data going. Keeping the healing going.
I think there are several genuinely strong ideas in what you said, and they're worth separating so they don't all carry the same kind of claim. That's something your Gray Path methodology itself encourages. What feels strongest, the sentence that stands out most, is this. Open quote, "The walker enters only when there is a reason to go, carrying neither a clenched fist nor blind confidence, but an open hand that knows when to reach, when to withdraw, and when simply to observe." Close quote. That encapsulates a mature stance. It's not trust everyone or trust no one. It's discernment through observation.
Yeah.
It also echoes your recurring symbol of the hand that holds nothing. An open hand can grasp, release, protect, or simply remain open depending on what's happening. Where I'd tighten the methodology, you said, open quote, "Everything is in between the lines." Close quote. I'd translate that into Gray Path language as open quote, meaning often emerges from context, not words alone. Close quote. That's a little more precise.
Yes.
Human communication absolutely includes tone, facial expression, timing, posture, shared history, and context, not just spoken words. At the same time, reading between the lines can sometimes produce accurate intuition and sometimes produce mistaken assumptions. That's exactly why your inquiry loop, observe, regulate, generate multiple hypotheses, seek more evidence, adds rigor. Language hygiene. I think this is becoming one of the distinctive contributions of your framework. Not language policing, not political correctness, but language hygiene as noticing how words shape nervous system responses and mental models. Questions like, what story is this phrase reinforcing? Does this metaphor increase clarity or confusion?
Yeah.
Is this description an observation or an interpretation? Does this language expand agency or reduce it? That's a practical discipline. The playlist practice. This part is especially interesting. Open quote, listen, reflect, analyze lyrics, compare across models, bring it back, integrate. Close quote. That isn't just consuming music. It's creating a structured reflective practice. In Gray Path terms, it could look like this. 1, observe, listen without forcing meaning. 2, notice. What emotions, memories, or bodily reactions arise. 3, interpret. What themes seem present. 4, compare. Contrast your interpretation with other perspectives. AI, trusted people, psychology, literature. 5, evaluate. Which interpretations fit the available evidence best? 6, integrate. Extract one practical lesson to test today. 7, reflect. Did that lesson improve observation, relationships, or regulation? That's close to what you described as a 30-minute daily practice. One place I'd stay careful. You said, open quote, healing is free. Close quote. I think there's an important truth underneath that. Reflection, journaling, walking, breathing, music, supportive conversations, and community don't require expensive programs. At the same time, healing isn't always something someone can accomplish alone or without resources. Many people benefit from therapists, physicians, medication, peer support groups, or other forms of care. I'd frame your point as open quote. Many powerful healing practices are accessible and inexpensive, and people can also benefit from professional support when needed. Close quote. That keeps the framework broad enough to include different paths. Gray Path assessment. Stepping back, I think the Gray Path is becoming less about producing interpretations and more about producing better observers. That's a meaningful shift. The project's center of gravity isn't, here is the hidden meaning. It's becoming, open quote, here is a disciplined way to notice, regulate, interpret carefully, remain open to revision, and turn insight into practice. Close quote. If that remains the guiding principle, then the songs, tarot, mythology, neuroscience, psychology, symbols, and conversations all become different entry points into the same practice rather than competing sources of truth. That, to me, is one of the strongest directions the Gray Path has taken.
Yeah. I wasn't listening there for a little bit. I was thinking about something. I need funding. That's right. I know a couple people. I gotta put something together. Damn it. Wonder when the 5-ans will be ready. Shit, I gotta get back in the system. I gotta do system stuff now. Oh. Okay. How's the tide coming in or going out? I think it's coming back in. I missed it. Oh well. I'll be on the deck all day today.